guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of the Abarth Project. This one you join me at DClass Automotive. If you haven't heard of them before, they're basically the only name you need to know when it comes to interior retrims done properly. And that's exactly what we're here for with my 595 Competizione. Now, in the original video I said that the steering wheel needs looking at, it needs attention, and it basically needs redoing. And that is what we're going to be addressing today. The guys have kindly invited me down. I'm going to spend the day here, document the entire process, and we're going to get this steering wheel redone to the standard that it should have been from when I first bought it. So before the guys take out the wheel and start working their magic, let's take a look at the before stage just to know what we're working with. This is the current state of the wheel. I've covered it before, not the best looking. That is meant to be alcantara, obviously perforated leather on the sides, which we'll replicate. The guys have an extensive choice and I'll show you around it all properly. This is what they've given me to kind of match up with the seats, pick what I want really, and that is the intention. I want to have contrast stitch on basically an OEM steering wheel, so it'll just set it apart nicely from other Abarths. And it's something I've wanted to do for a while, especially after seeing the state of it after picking it up. So now I've just got to pick between these, get the wheel off with the guys, and then go and watch the entire process unfold.
Did you get that, or do you want me to pretend to do that?
The behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, like that black there.
God.
It's a bit of a difference.
Yeah, just a bit. Is it, as you're going along, you kind of check how it was done from factory, or it doesn't really matter?
I mean, the main thing is just the centre line.
Okay.
But they've got a factory centre line on there anyway. Yeah, it's mainly that, but I can see.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I can see where it went. It's just a lot of the manufacturers, they use like a heat glue, and it goes really harder than the rubber it's sat on, if that makes sense. So it kind of wants to take bits of rubber with it, but this one's coming off quite nicely, so that's a bonus. You know, I've got to fill all the rubber afterwards. You know, it's all bumpy and it's come off with the leather. It's just like a couple of hours of filling holes, and
it's just not needed if you can avoid it.
Yeah, it also has to be absolutely perfect because you're holding on to it all day.
That's the
and
thing.
One tiny little hole or chunk out of the rubber, you will feel it every single day. And
No, I know what you mean.
It'll wind you up. So,
yeah, I mean that's why I'm getting it done in the first place, because it's the only thing you really hold in the car. It bothers me enough to do that.
It makes a huge difference having a new wheel.
So while the wheel is being completely stripped of glue and all other residue to be ready for the new leather, I thought I'd come out here and show you some of the other stuff that these guys work on. And you can see there's a common trend. It's a lot of older Mercedes products. This particular one, very cool, being picked up after some interior work. And there's just a huge mix. A lot of very special cars come through the door. This E63S is having a steering wheel retrim similar to mine. And then on the side here, you've actually got this project car that the guys are doing. Apparently it's a build series they have on their YouTube channel, so definitely check the links in the description after you finish watching this one. It's got a new CLA seat and dashboard fitted as well. Very, very weird to see. But yeah, there's a lot more going on the inside, so I think we should go in for a full tour and then we'll get back to the retrim process. As if that wasn't pre-planned, Dave, welcome to the channel.
Hello, how you doing? You alright?
Yeah, thanks for having me and for showing us around as well. But yeah, I thought we'd just kind of come in while the wheel's being done and go look around some of the highlights, because obviously it's not just my car that you're working on, so there's a lot more, some hidden gems to see.
Yeah, there's always a lot of projects that we've got going on in here, from the moment you work through, which you're in the reception where all the customers turn up, and most of all the behind scenes work happens here with Andy on the front desk and Harry, who's our media manager. We have the point that goes into here, which sadly I can't take you through this way today because of a project that we've got going on here, which is a bit top secret. I can take you through this way to another part of one of the workshops. This is a car that we've got going on at the moment, which is a restoration, which is nearly complete on a Mercedes 113 SL.
Very nice.
This will be finished off by next week. had a full nut and bolt, so nearly finished.
Yeah, I mean, I love how the interior, you kind of keep it traditional with how the materials probably would have been, or how the owner really wants it to stay.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of background on the Mercedes, so we know them really, really well. So all of the carpets, all the leather finish, and all of the details and everything that we're putting in is exact to how it should be.
Just avoid that window so you don't see the private project.
And then this is one of the rooms, doors that takes you through to the trim shop, where the guys are working various different projects in here, from Mercedes, modern day supercars, fabrication work going on. You see your steering
my wheels there, yeah.
And then you can come upstairs to our storerooms, where we have a big selection of vinyls and cloths, and some of those are specific to car manufacturers. Got a very large thread wall.
Yeah,
we try to stock as many colours as we can.
Yeah, it's caused a nightmare for me because I've obviously got to pick something coming up now.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think I'm going to have to play around with a couple of these colours in this direction, but
Exactly.
that is next stuff on the wheel as well. Yeah, it's very cool because I guess you can kind of come in with an idea from what you want as a factory, even colour or spec option. And then
Yeah,
just put
that's
it back
it.
there.
And some of these are actually manufacturer specific.
Okay.
Again, so we know certain colours are used by different car manufacturers. Other than that, after that, yes, there's an automotive range. Then there's just
Then there's just nice colours, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like that, and then it turns a little bit rainbow-like.
Yeah.
So, but there's many more to go. We've got to carry.
Oh, is that the plan? Stock it all up.
Fill it
Okay.
up completely.
Just create chaos when people come to try and inspect their cars.
Exactly. You think, oh, I just want a shade of red, but you know,
What red?
And then we've got a very large leather room,
Jeez.
which again,
Extensive choices.
very extensive. I mean, again, you think of red, you think of black, you think of white, but it's incredible how many variations it can be. And then you'll get different finishes. Like this is a quite a classic Mercedes finish, which is a grained leather.
Okay.
And then you'll get the Napa, which is the smooth leathers. And then you'll get perforations, you'll get an embossed perforation, you'll get a through perforation.
The list is endless.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's quite extensive.
Very cool. Very cool. Just makes you want to do as much as you can when you come here to change up the cars, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Just to show you a bit of a difference between the before and after, this is the material that was on the steering wheel. That is, believe it or not, the same as the alcantara you see here. So yeah, for anyone wondering why I'm doing it, that is pretty clear now. I'm excited for the change. Is that basically done?
Yeah, almost. It's everything's where it should be. It's just
the stitching now.
no,
isn't it?
it's just stitching time. Yeah.
Decision time.
Yeah.
That looks so much better. I'm thinking third from the bottom, honestly, but I can't tell.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Is that right? Yeah. It's the alcantara and the leather's a bit different in tone, but for the most part, I think that's kind of the most accurate.
Somewhere in between, isn't it? Just give you a little idea of what the contrast is like on the black. It sort of makes it pop a bit more, you know?
Yeah, no, it's really nice. Let's go for it. Wheel is on. It's pitch black, as you can see. It's been a very long day, and a massive shout out to the guys at DClass. Honestly, I've never had such good customer service from a properly decent bunch of guys. All love cars there. It's just been a good time spending the day here, seeing what they get up to and seeing how much work goes into this process. Obviously, you guys can't see the finished product just yet, but we'll cut to tomorrow where I'm going to show you what it looks like in the light, and I'll just end it on some nice cinematic shots of the car. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far, just take a look at DClass's socials, anything to do with their business. If you're interested, inquire with them as well. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Some shots to follow. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.